She's going to get a brief one. The original digital sister, a local carnival dancer, an investigator of the usual suspects, Shireen Mitchell, innovation, improbable.
In the face of death, you can uncover innovation. My first unusual suspect is a doctor, an aging doctor. His hands were shaking. He couldn't perform surgeries anymore. He was on his way out, retiring. He met a little young girl, a very sick young girl. She had illnesses that no one understood. Her mother was at wit's end. After tests, he discovered she had a hole in her heart. Not a usual hole, a very unusual hole. It was the size of a quarter. Her blood was flowing between both valves and overworking. By the time she would turn 18, she would die. That quarter, if this is my hand representing my heart, that's the size of that quarter of a little girl. Think about it. Her hand was smaller than that. He had to come up with an idea, an unconventional idea, a way to save this girl's life. This idea was a simple idea in his mind. It was a patch. This patch was to cover that hole, but no doctor had ever done this surgery before, and he couldn't do it himself. So he had to convince younger doctors that the risk was worth it, that even if she died on the table, it would be worth her living past 18. So those doctors had to trust him and take a risk. That little girl was me. I would not be here today if a doctor did not take a risk, but most importantly, didn't think about something most unconventional that had never been done before. Unusual suspect number 2, an artist, an actress, touted for her beauty, not for her brains, came up with another unusual invention. What was that invention? Frequency hopping technology. Frequency hopping technology, used by the military originally, 20 years before its time for missile guiding. What did her invention do for you? Your cell phones. How many people in here don't have a cell phone? I want to see a hand without cell phones. Her technology is the reason why you have your wireless spectrum. An artist. And her partner in crime wasn't another techie. He played the piano at concerts. Imagine that. Your innovative technology came not from techies, but from artists. Think about the unusual. Next up, unusual suspect number 3, a woman that thought about an abandoned community, a community that people have forgotten. She came up with an idea for green roof technology. Majora Carter created the opportunity to change concrete into green spaces, and not only provided a new life for the people in that community, but also provided jobs. Innovation improbable. You know, I got to give a hands up to the guy who came up with the dating technology that somehow he innovatively convinced people to use it for something other than dating. 500 million people. And so also Josephine. You know, Josephine probably came up with this particular technology because she was sick of washing dishes by hand. So how many people here don't have a dishwasher? Because you have to thank Josephine for that. And this guy, I consider him the invisible man, but Bill Gates needs to thank this man. But most importantly, I need to find this man because his invention is something I'm addicted to, and I can't do anything about it, and I wish I could. He invented the PC. Yes. Every piece of technology that we know today in terms of technology, in terms of PC, came from this guy. That computer in the middle is my addiction. That's where it got started for me. Everyone here provided something that was innovative. Everyone here provided something that was unconventional, and it came from someone we would not expect. So when we think about technology and innovation, we should think about them. So I present to you tonight my heart, the one with a patch on it, the one that works just as normal as anyone else's, but it's imperfect. to really consider and think about looking for the unusual suspects, the unexpected, the unconventional, maybe sometimes the extraordinary, and possibly the improbable. And at the end of the day, you may uncover life-changing innovation technology.